Well, lunchtime news is what you're watching. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studio here in Colombo. Let's head into the news in detail after taking a look at the headlines for this afternoon. Another suspect arrested for hacking into the president's official website. Former Minister Basil Rajapaksa says they will contest under a new symbol at the local government polls. 2 women die in Kurunagala after being run over by a van. More than 6,000 migrants fleeing Libya rescued at sea. On to those stories in detail. Today has been declared as the International Day for the Victims of Enforced Disappearances. In 2010, the UN General Assembly, in one of its resolutions, expressed its deep concern, in particular, by the increase in enforced or involuntary disappearances in various regions of the world. The day also gives special attention to specific groups of people who are especially vulnerable for disappearances, like children and people with disabilities. Meanwhile, Maxwell Parnagama, former chairman of the Presidential Commission to Inquire into Missing Persons, said that he believes that the Office on Missing Persons will continue the investigations conducted by his commission.
No, objective was not completely accomplished, but our mandate normally issued for 6 months and it is extended after expiry every 6 months. This time it was not extended because there was a request at Geneva that our commission should be dissolved and a permanent missing person office must be established. For that, the government has presented a bill, and thereafter, according to the bill, office will be set up, and they will continue, I think, some of our work. So they will have to come to finality. The permanent office will be a permanent government institution, and I suppose they will, according to that bill, they will have much more power than our commission, and they will get more resources. So they should be able to do it. Our commission had very little resources.
As mentioned to you before, another suspect has been arrested on suspicion of hacking into the president's official website and changing its content. A communique issued by the police headquarters says that the suspect is a 26-year-old resident of Moratuwa. Yesterday, a 17-year-old student was arrested on suspicion in connection with the same incident. While the Criminal Investigations Department has launched extensive investigations into the matter, the suspects are due to be produced before the Colombo Magistrates Court today. Moving on to more local news, the USS Frank Cable has arrived in Sri Lanka for a routine refueling and port visit. USS Frank Cable is a submarine tender vessel stationed in Guam to support US military forces and provide rescue and recovery assistance in the Indo-Asia Pacific region. It has a crew of nearly 500 and is currently on a scheduled deployment in the US 5th Fleet and 7th Fleet area of operations to conduct maintenance and support for US Navy submarines and surface vessels. Creating a generation of intelligent children is instrumental to move society forward in a positive way. Today, under the Newsfirst Government the 100 Days project, a group of young children in the country received the opportunity to lay the foundation for a better education and better future. Well, that's coming up later on in the bulletin, but before that, former Minister Basil Rajapaksa says that a new alliance under a new symbol will contest the local government polls. He was speaking to reporters after appearing in court over the case filed against him on the distribution of roofing sheetings worth 33 million rupees during the presidential election. Case against the former Minister Basil Rajapaksa for the distribution of roofing sheets worth 33 million rupees of the Divi Naguma fund during the presidential election was postponed to the 19th of October for the indictment to be filed. It was postponed as a second suspect in the case, former Director General of the Divinaguma Fund, Kitsiri Ranawaka, was not produced in court. He is currently under remand custody over discrepancies that had taken place at the Ministry of Tourism Promotion. High Court Judge N.V. Karnathilaka ordered for the 4 suspects to be produced in court on the 19th of October. Well, we mentioned to you before that creating a generation of intelligent children is instrumental and vital to move forward in the society in a positive way. And today, in yet another initiative of the Gamma the 100 Days project, we were able to lay the foundation for young children who are striving to better their education and their future.
Today, another project was launched under the Newsfirst Gamma the 100 Days initiative. Under this initiative, a new permanent building will be constructed for the only preschool for the whole of Kadaratmala in Rambeva. The preschool is named as Pradeepaloka Preschool. In the near future, these 26 youngsters who study in a construction made out of sticks and clay will be given the opportunity to study under a more comfortable construction.
The Gamma the 100 Days initiative has commenced a number of projects the island. Under the Gamma the 100 Days initiative, we have commenced to completely construct a classroom building for a preschool in the Kandaratmala area in Rambayaba, Anuradhapura, with the attendance of the chief pharaohs of the area and the divisional secretary of the area, as well as a number of pages come here to show their support. What we have for you at the moment, and reporting from Rambayaba, Anuradhapura.
JVP Vijitha Hevat attended a public seminar in Galin Binurava, Anuradhapura.
ඍජුබද්ද වැඩි කරනවා වක්‍රබද්ද අඩු කරනවා කිව්වේ එහෙම. හැබැයි කරේ සම්පූර්ණ මේකේ අනිත් පැත්ත.
They said that direct taxes will be increased and indirect taxes will be decreased. But what has taken place is the opposite. Corporate tax was reduced from 35% to 17%. Ranil Wickramasinghe said that girls and boys need not stay under the trees to continue their relationships. He said that the time where riding the bicycle for a long distance for relationships was over. He said that lovers can purchase new cars. Ranil Wickramasinghe, who said he will give cars and Wi-Fi, has taken away the luxury of the mobile phone from the youth. Ranil Wickramasinghe gave his associate Arjun Mahendran to govern the central banks. Administration change, but fraud and corruption has not stopped.
තමන්ගේම බෑනන්ඩියට දුන්න හල්ලි ටික. ඒ පාලනේ වෙනස් වුණා කියලා මේ පාලනේ වංචාව නැති වෙලා නැහැ. දූෂණේ නතර වෙලා නැහැ.
Well, following the hearing into the Divinaguma transaction, former Minister Basiraj Paksa says that a new alliance under a new symbol will contest the local government polls. He made this statement following the questioning of some of the reporters who were gathered at the court premises.
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි මේ නව ලකුණකින් සම්දානයකින් තරම් කරනවා. ඒකෙන් පළාත් පාලන ගැන සංදේ ආසන සංවිධානය විරුවත් කරන ඉතින් ඒක ආසන සංවිධායකෝ අස්කිරීම අපි කරන එක නෙවෙයි ඒකත් එක ඒක කියලා. ඉතින් ඒකත් අතේ තියෙන එක සමුදු සහභාගී වෙනවා නෑ අපෝ.
Two women have died following a motor accident that took place in the Barandana area along the Kurunagala Ritigama main road.
According to the police, the accident took place at about 6:30 this morning when a van veered off the road and collided on the two women. The victims who met with the accident were on their way to work. The Mavathagama police are conducting further investigations into the incident.
Meanwhile, a fire erupted this morning at a sawmill in Keselwatta, Panadura.
The fire brigade said that the fire had erupted at about 5 this morning. The brigade added that 2 fire trucks were dispatched to douse the fire. The police said that the fire has been contained.
Well, that's a wrap of Lunchtime News. Remember, to stay ahead, you need to stay close to News First. For that, you simply need to log on to our website, www.Newsfirst.lk. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55.